No, he's not green. He knows how to do it. He's not
No, he
green yet.
doesn't.
He doesn't want to do
No, he
it.
doesn't.
We are about to open the RDC meeting. First, I thought it'd pick up anyway. Okay, we're opening this meeting, and can I get a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting?
I'll make a motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thanks.
Okay, first thing we need to do is see if we can pay some bills. Got any bills out there?
Yes, Barnes and Thornburg, $360.
300 and what?
$360. And then Crone, $1,262.50.
That was for,
Crone was for the annual pass-through requirement and discussions regarding the June TIF settlement.
okay. Motion, Pam.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. We're through that. Noah's on a little bit of a push. We're going to get a report on the Baxter Building. So Noah, if you want to bring us up to speed.
Yeah, so we've got everything tore out.
We're not exempt.
Okay, we're talking about the Baxter Building. Everything's tore out. We do have the staircase replaced, rebuilt. We're getting ready to start putting all the sheeting down, but there is some major water issues. Anyway, we're gonna have to build two walls, one on the very first level, which is the basement, which is gonna be, this is extra, and then one above that as well. And what it is where the floor joists are going into the original building, that water, that's on the north side, is what I'm talking to the building. All the waters came down on the inside of that, and they're shot, they're gone. What we're gonna do, build that wall, we're gonna put new floor joists in, and stiffen everything up. If not, it's just gonna fall in on that north side. The other thing, electrical service. We want a temporary service, but we could put a 100 amp service that's not gonna do much other than what we need it to at this point, or we could do a 200 amp service. I think the 200 amp service is definitely the way to go, but obviously you guys are the ones that make that final call, but that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, I'll make an agreement on the 200 amp service, basically, because if we put the 100 amp service in, it will be obsolete to do anything else. That's about the maximum we could get, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not, approximately, what's the additional cost? Yes.
It's gonna be at least double what the original invoice was. I mean, you've been down there, you know. I mean, we're doing so much more work than what originally. So to put an exact number on it, I'm not gonna do that right now.
So is the box itself double? Is that what you're saying, Noah, or what?
The box,
You said what's gonna be double?
as far as labor, material, yeah. Mainly, I mean, everything's, when you double the labor is where, your big cost is, but we are, the electrical service, that's, you're adding several thousands, 4,000 or 5,000, I mean, minimum.
Just to add that?
That's everything. Everything extra we're doing is gonna be at least another $5,000 minimum.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
It's not just for the election.
No. Right.
So you're looking at a good
Yeah, it's gonna be 12 to 15 is what I would, if I had to give you a ballpark, that's it.
Well, I've taken a look, anybody else welcome to look at it, but yeah, it seems to be on that, what is it, the north side, that direction, right? That
Yeah.
side right there where it's tied into the wall, that is leaked and stuff. When they uncovered it, I went up, he asked me to come look at it, and basically those floor joists are rotting off at that, upsetting on it.
Like I said, it could be, that could be, all right, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, let's go up to 15 then. Move up to 15, what's everybody thought?
In addition.
Yeah.
No, total, total.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion on this?
Is that the foreseeable end to this?
So, I'll be honest, that's where I would stop this project.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta stop it somewhere.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking.
I mean, but what we've done there is anything that's like, it's saturated and it's just crumbling, what we're taking out. It's anything that's just got a little damage, we're leaving, but, there's some significant.
I just thought Jeremy took a look at it, so I didn't, so like news to me.
What's that?
I thought Jeremy Duff looked at it. Did he not?
Long
Yeah.
time ago, but just the rough.
This is after it's been opened up, disclosed that. When Jeremy looked at it, it had a ceiling, right?
Okay.
And when they dropped that mold remediation people, that's what they exposed that much right there. And it's like the stairway, I mean, that was another thing.
But no, when you get done with this, don't you feel it'd be a pretty solid building for somebody to go in there and take over on?
I definitely, I mean, where we're gonna have it when we're done, yes, somebody can do with it whatever they want at that point in time. If you were to leave it like now, I mean, you can get rid of that thing. It's that bad right now. But, I got a guy, I don't know how serious he is, but it's interesting in that building.
Good.
And I don't know, but, I don't know what happened with the church up here.
The church is a no.
So I don't know if that guy could be a potential,
That guy is no longer around.
okay.
Okay, the other question I've got is, again, as far as finishing up on the original contract, there is an addition also to that, is to get the water out of that basement. What do you think?
That is all included, that'll be included, that's, the only thing that we talked about, when I say included, that door that we're gonna shut up, keep the water from coming out, that's included in the original price. But actually, I had a guy come by, look at the alley on the north side, get the water to flow away from that building, that way it's not happening in the basement. I told him yesterday, I hope to have an estimate, I don't have an estimate right now.
Is that for concrete work?
Yeah,
Good. So that'll be on top of the 15.
yeah.
If you, I don't know if you looked at, but on the north side of that, that alley tilts, comes back into the building, all the water coming off that roof and what's shedding down the alley is going, not all of it, but a good portion of it's going in that basement. No matter how hard you try to dry it out.
We had that problem.
So that's
Our board
it.
meeting,
Hey, I'm
down the
gonna,
alley. No, I said we had that problem. Bank did. Water getting down the alley. So,
and, I want to give Mike a little kudos. Look at this project along, just, we need to talk to somebody about what I see, for somebody to understand what I see.
Thank you. Glad to be of service. Okay, well, can we get a motion to,
Make motion to pay up to 15 total on it. That should cover it.
except the alleyway.
accept the outlet?
Yep.
Okay, can I get a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Well, that should make it, that should stabilize that building pretty well, and that way we can look at it and see what's going on. We knew we were gonna have some money in it. Kristen, have we paid anything to that company?
Which
That-
company?
That did the mold remediation?
Yeah, they've been paid some. I haven't got a final bill.
Like how much, half of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you would, like to get some kind of an amount, what we've got, we owe contractors after we're gonna pay you. So that way we'll have an idea where we're at, and then maybe find out when they're gonna finish and get the,
Yeah, I'd be curious, I'd say they're probably, I mean, but, you know, I
Kristen, do you have contacts or a phone number you can call those people?
Tyler, right? Yeah, I've talked to him. I think I do. Okay.
And just find out what we paid, or you'll know that, but how much
Yeah.
we actually owe them now.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to get a final bill.
How close they are to completion.
We can find out that information.
Well, that part of it be, as soon as we get that taken care of, then we can pretty well close it up for the time being. Just make sure those upper windows are closed. We don't get additional rain and stuff in there. You're gonna hook up all the drains for the, okay. Correct. And then we have, that this time, 200 amp service, capped off, what you've done, stuff like that. Very good. That sounds good to me. All right, you guys have a good rest of the evening. Thank you. Thank you for coming in.
Well, you're gonna leave everything, Noah.
Yeah,
He was telling you your seat, Dad.
that was your assistant telling you that.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so that's, anybody else got any questions about that building while we're on that subject?
I hope it's come to an end.
That's what I was gonna say.
I hope it's stabilized, yeah. I think maybe at this point, with the simple thing, if they don't sweep out, maybe sweep out and be able to show it to the prospective buyer or something like that. Okay, the other thing, I do have to add this to it. There may be a couple of lights that are installed so that you can turn the lights on way up there. That's part of the electrical, what Noah's father's doing, so.
Okay.
And I've talked to our guys at City, and they're going to go ahead and gracefully put in a 200 amp system to where the existing is. So when that comes in, it will be 200 amp into a breaker and a shutoff, and then nothing will be on that except what we put on it. So nothing will be torn out or anything like that. Okay, very good. Let's move on down, try to get some other things done. I've got this thing and this pigeon remediation, and it's like chewing on a piece of gum, and it's getting larger and larger. What we've got is, we've got the original, what we passed was a matching grant, 1-to-1 up to $5,000 per property for eligible pigeon remediation work, and we also included in that facade, anything like that that would be necessary. Questions have come up. Chris has brought some pretty good ones right there. It's basically, she's asking, I think I don't have copies because my printer wouldn't work, but as far as when's this going to close down, this program? And I think our thoughts were at the end of December, or we could put it December 15th. But this program, my understanding is, closes out 1925. Then we can extend it, or the next board can extend it. Is that what everybody?
Yes, in 2025, closing out,
Okay, so
December 15th.
okay, so Chris, that should give you an answer to one of them. The other thing is, do you have to have an existing building, or an existing business in the building to qualify for it? If you look what we've got, most damage and most problems are empty buildings.
I'll just say, anything we can dress up, make look better, fun to do.
Okay, so that answers that question there on that. The other thing is, can you go back for more money? At this point, I don't think we need to even address that. It's too early a stage. I think we're putting out $5,000 maximum. I
You
think,
mean on the same building?
yeah,
I would say no, I mean.
One and one only.
and then we can look at that at any time if it is something else, but right now, just keep it simple.
One per building, but what about property owners own more than one?
One
Yeah,
per
you
building.
have Ron Manning.
We haven't run out of money yet, we want to fix them all.
Yeah, one per building. I mean, if
One per
a
building.
person owns two of them, I would rather see them fix both of them up. Fix this.
Besides Ron, who else is interested?
I understand Biederman, did he contact you, or?
No.
Okay, Kim told me that she had talked with Veedersburg, which is on the, old Cardinal up
Yeah,
there,
the old Cardinal.
which needs it really bad.
You might be there to go. Okay.
So, what'd you see on the mark?
Said I might be
Yeah,
Might be
interested.
in,
this program.
oh, I guess I thought maybe we were gonna buy it.
No.
No.
Okay, yeah, all right, well, that's the program originally started out with, and I guess we put a lot of questions, which are good ones, but I just soon get them answered, so we can start this program as soon as possible. And then if we look at it and the next board members decide that they would like to go ahead and further that, we can look and see how much good it did. But we've been looking, trying to figure out how to get rid of some pigeons. And also, we want to upgrade the facades and some of the downtown curb appeal.
I do have one question on it, supporting documents, the IRS Form W-9, why?
Yeah, because I think they're going to get a 1099-G. It's going to be a revenue from a grant from a municipality. That's what I found in the IRS guidelines.
Okay.
Now, it's a,
So
who's gonna get the 10?
the property owner,
Property owner will.
it'll show as revenue.
Okay, so,
Bounce it down.
yeah, and that probably ought to be stated in there so they know up front.
I added it.
Yeah,
So is this restricted to certain
No, it shouldn't be.
remediation
It'd be
types,
just like
people,
taxes.
program, anything?
okay, we got a question down here, Mark, what was your?
Is this funding, is this restricted to a certain kind of pigeon remediation, or, I mean, is this like, in order to do this, you gotta use these kind of people with this kind of companies?
No.
No.
It's a reimbursement,
For anybody that does pigeon remediation?
as long as, yeah, and what they've got to do is give the proposed, project, approximate cost. They don't have to be a bid, but they choose the contractor. That way, there's no legal responsibility on us for paying that or for the work they do. It's strictly between the owner, and if the owner does it themselves, they've got a labor figure in it. I don't have a problem as long as the job is done. This is something we look for two things. It's twofold. One is maybe keep a few pigeons out of town. The other thing, it does do some facade repair and some repair on the back of those buildings, which some of them really need. So it's just a thing to kind of help out owners of buildings that want to do something. And so that's kind of just the way it was there. We can always tweak it, next year, but
Because we did the pigeon thing last year, didn't we? How'd that go?
it didn't.
It didn't help anything.
It didn't help, there's too many holes.
Made holes.
And that just, it didn't work. They're still there, and it's one thing that it's always been discussed. We've had pest control people come in there and say the same thing. You gotta get rid of their habitat or cut back on the place they get in there. But I noticed a couple of them have got broken windows in there that had them before. Hopefully they'll put in double pane or double strength or something up in those. Main thing is to get rid of as many pigeons as we can and actually start to improve the town a little bit. Downtown. And I say, and another question was, well, how far is it going to go? Well, I think it's anything that's a business within the downtown district, which would mean from here up in the north part of town, and basically,
Don't have to be within the TIF.
and within the TIF. Yeah,
Okay,
that's all
right,
within the
so
TIF.
you just can't.
That's all within the TIF. But that means it doesn't point out specific things. Good example would be Bergman. He wanted to do something down there. I mean, he's in that area there. So I know there's been some guys coming. I think you've all noticed it. Been upgraded in front of their buildings and stuff. Okay,
Basically, they have to pay for it before we reimburse.
yeah. But we'll approve.
Yeah, that's what I want to make sure, like, they're gonna get these letters, and then they're gonna do everything, all the work, take the pictures, all that stuff, and then they bring that whole packet back,
Packets
right?
back.
And then you guys get that and see it. And that's why I added on the back, like, approvals, so we know, just to
Right.
have documentation that, yes, this one's approved. So I added that
Yeah,
to the
that's
back
great.
of the application.
Now, they're gonna be able to get the
To keep a
approval,
record.
though, when they give the proposal, right?
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't know, are you gonna have them come to a meeting and propose and say, you guys say
Yeah.
yea and nay, or are you gonna have them
They're-
do everything first?
They will get approved for X amount of dollars before they start, because they've got to have an idea of
Sure.
what it's gonna be. So they'll show us, a good example, they're gonna put $10,000 into a building, then what it's gonna do, they're gonna show them putting 5,000 into it, and if putting 5,000. But there's,
Then down here needs to be changed, because it says, supporting documents, please attach. Paid invoices with proof of payment to be submitted, reimbursement.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure of the process. Like, are they gonna come ask you guys to get approval first, then go do the work and bring
Well,
back the
I think they
documents?
would want to
Or,
get the approval first, if not, they're probably not gonna do it, they would hate to see them do the work,
Yeah.
and us turn it down.
right, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, that's, the only thing would be is if it's really something that it's detrimental or something that's, it's not there, but I think if they come down and say it's what it is, if all the steps and things like that,
I would probably eliminate the paid invoices. They're not gonna pay them till after they're approved.
you're correct.
Supporting documents, contractor's estimates.
Yep.
Photos of existing conditions,
Correct.
but not photos of completed work, because it's not done yet.
Yeah.
So you want photos of the existing conditions.
Okay, yep.
And then you definitely want the IRS sign form.
Okay, now,
So, okay, so they need to submit this to you guys. I just wanna make sure. And then, but then they have to come back and show you the after, like the
Then
completion.
they would come back
When
and
the
give
work's
us the,
completed and done.
right, photos of the completed work.
Mhm.
Then we would pay our portion.
Mhm. Okay, that makes sense. I just wanna make sure I understand.
and I'm assuming you're gonna be sending the applications out and receiving the applications, Kristen?
Yeah, I was gonna send, once we got this all figured out, I wanna make sure it was right, and then just mail it to all the businesses. Kim's got all the addresses ready, and, we mail this application with the letter, and with the, she made like a summary page, and just mail that. I think there were 18 addresses they were going to.
They'll require more than one estimate of quote.
That's up to you guys.
I would
Then you
think so.
Then you start.
It's their money.
You controlling somebody else's,
Well, hold on, it's half of it's their money.
not necessarily.
I mean, I hate to be negative here, but Mike, you could go get, if you had a brother go do the repairs, charge double, then we pay half, and then basically,
We pay up to $5,000, there's not much way to get around that. I mean, we don't wanna be that intermediary unless you wanna meet with each one of them.
no, Redevelopment is like going,
Yeah, I agree
mean,
with the thing.
I hate to be that way, but
Yeah, it's a reimbursement program. Not, the thing of it is, well, hopefully we'll get some benefit out of it. But what it is, they get it's an incentive for them to do some pitch and removal and some facade repair, back of buildings and stuff like that. So, yeah, it can be done. I mean, if you want to beat the system, it's pretty easy to do. But the thing about it is, at least we have tried for how long, trying to get this
Quite a while.
anything started.
I don't know why you would want to.
if I have any idea what the maximum number of entities would be signed up for this.
You said 19.
She gave me 18 addresses.
Okay.
I know Ron's got like 5. I don't know if that's included in there or not, because we'll just send him one. But,
Yeah.
but the limit, you guys put a max of 50,000
Okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of looking at.
total for this year.
Yeah, and
So that'd be 10.
correct.
That could be probably up to 10.
Right, that's maximum would be
Is it first come, first served?
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty well, we can address that before the end of the year. All we gotta do is come in and do a mod and say, okay, we're gonna do 12, whatever. If we get that good of a group coming, I'll be very pleased to see 1 or 2 right off the bat. Again, each one of them will have to, now, if at all possible, since we only meet once a month, can you keep us abreast of the applications that are coming in, so we have a chance to look over them, and even if we have to call a special meeting?
Yeah, I mean, I can send everything to you if they provide it, or I can scan it. That would be the easiest.
Yeah, it
I
just,
put the deadline to apply is November 3rd because you guys don't meet again. Like, if they're applying and you have to approve it and then they do the work, then they won't get reimbursed till the work's done, and you guys will meet again on December, and then that's it. And so, like, I'm just thinking, like, your spending plan, it's all within 2025. If we go any longer, it's gonna go into 2026.
well, I mean, I don't have.
I know, that's why I moved it back to November
Yeah.
3rd and December 1st to get everything in. to keep it within the year.
Yeah,
'cause
because
you won't meet
That's
again.
fine.
You won't meet again, so
if we would meet November and approve. then
that would
they
be like your last application, would be
Right,
on that,
right.
which you may not have any,
Yeah,
you
so
know,
it'd
but,
be 15th of November, which would give us that first Monday in there, meet, and if we have to approve anybody else as far as payout, would be when the work's completed, hopefully within that year. But, I mean,
So the work doesn't have to be done by 2025, is it?
if it, well, this will
Well, I
be
thought
paid
so.
out by the end of 20.
because if they want paid, they can't get
Yeah.
paid until it's completed.
That's just crunch, yeah. I get
Well, I
it.
mean, likely they're not gonna be applying in November, I wouldn't think, just weather-wise, you know?
Exactly.
I would think they
yeah.
would be wanting, because I can get this out, you know, this week now, as long as we got this figured out, the application part. So that could give them a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can revisit it if it becomes a success and we get, 10 right off the bat, there's nothing wrong with another meeting, just changing the amount. Do you see anything wrong with that? I mean, as far as the amount we're gonna put into it?
What do you mean, like
If
the
we- say if we-
50,000 cap?
If we
Or-
get more applications
Then 10.
than 10, we can adjust
Oh.
that amount without going through.
Because that's not in the is that in the resolution? It's not, no, you guys just decided that, so
Yeah, because
So basically,
as
we
long as
are
it's
the
within your
grant.
spending plan,
We are the people granting the money.
yeah, with a grant.
So, and it's a reimbursement, pass-through, whatever you call it. We don't do anything that we tell them how to fix their building. They'll give us the information. If we feel like they're putting in bathrooms, no. But if we feel like it's going to be something that,
So you're gonna change that letter to the bottom, right? Get rid of
To
the-
what the documentation, yeah, take out that, the
Yeah,
photos
on
of completed
this,
work and the paid invoice, which part on,
At the bottom, dear downtown business owners at the very, very bottom. 'Cause you're
Oh,
saying
okay.
That's the letter to them.
oh, yep. Yeah, we can change that too, just before, submit before photos.
We got rid of all this.
okay, before it goes out,
And
good.
it's just.
And I can
besides
I can change it and
before,
send it to you guys again.
Get rid of after.
Okay, that'd be the thing. If you can go ahead and get us something together, and we can probably go ahead and approve that via email or something like that, and then we can go ahead and get this process started.
Yeah, because I think once she changes just those two at the bottom of the letter that's going to the business owner, that should take care of that.
Yeah.
Now,
And
But
then
you
the
guys do
application.
you guys want photos after? Too? I mean, do you
Yes,
want that
yes,
included?
yes.
Okay,
okay, let's go back
so
to
I can put that
ineligible.
somewhere.
Go back to ineligible activities. It's got interior improvements, of course, and that's there, but mold, sidewalks, furnishings, improvements completed, more in progress. And now the next one's repair or creation of a feature not compatible with the original architecture. No, I think we have a problem with that, because then we're trying to tell them how to run their building, or the back of their building. So I don't think that needs to be in there. It's up to you guys, but I think, anybody's gonna do it, I just don't think I'm putting a little box out front or something, or anything like that.
I'm afraid to see a bunch of plywood or plexiglass, was my thought. I just,
Well, we have to approve it.
Yeah, and, we again are then
And
trying
we'll get the estimates. And it'll state on the estimate what's to be done.
Good.
we're making ourselves be the ones that said, this is what you can do to your building. If it doesn't pass, like Mark says, then what you do is they just don't, in there, or it comes up as it's marked for additional information. What it is.
Sure, you even want to put in eligible activities?
Ineligible?
What is eligible?
That's you guys.
I mean, obviously, it says, but may not be limited to, I get it, but
Well, it's up to you guys, that might be.
this is what we're, okay, thanks.
Yeah, and that may be a good point, because it just comes down, and it will be in their application, and we decided if they want to put interior doors in, no, that doesn't meet the
It doesn't
criteria.
meet eligible.
So I get a,
So eliminate all the ineligible activities.
Just list
Don't
what's
mean
eligible.
My building may not be.
Just leave the eligible.
Just leave it eligible.
It's more simple to me.
Eligible then.
these are gonna be things, you know, that, you know, somebody's gonna have to, you know, if you got some problems up there, could cause some problem, and, you know, that's,
You guys could do a facade grant. I mean, a lot of towns do that.
Do what?
Just a facade grant. You can do anything to repair the facade. Wouldn't have to be a specific issue like this.
I think we're gonna get it on a case-by-case basis. Again, I don't think we need to be the determining factor of what they do to the building. If they wanna do it, we'll fund it if, a portion of it, if they get it in. Okay, any other questions or anything else? I'd really like to get this thing moving as soon as possible. We've kicked this can around for probably 3 months or better, maybe 4. And weather is gonna be getting to us, so.
Okay, so take out ineligible. Right, okay, I'll X that out.
Okay, everybody in agreement?
Think so?
Yeah, as soon as you get it revised, holler and I'll come down and sign it. My part, because you got signature.
Oh, yeah, I do, for the letter part of it.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, that being squashed, hopefully we can get this thing going, because weather is gonna change on us. I do think that we've got a couple buildings I'd like to see something happen to downtown. And I don't care who owns them or how many's there. If we can stop this and improve the downtown, that's what we've been looking for the last 4 or 5 years at least. So, okay, well, that being done, if we have any other business to attend to. Okay, I have one other thing, Chris, and I'm sorry it's for you too. What are we doing with MasterCard out there? Have we paid them, or is that,
No, I have not heard from him since,
can you contact them and say if you want paid, you need to get back with
I
us?
mean, I can try.
Yeah,
I mean, I
just-
did, but
Yeah, just
I haven't heard anything from
send
him.
out something there, because the ball's been dropped, and I'd hate, like, I'll get out to see.
Not by us.
Yeah.
I was gonna say by them.
Yeah.
Just make a, you know, this is either, I wouldn't say final, but this is a notice to, we're trying to get this taken care of. And I can't understand why they haven't responded.
He hasn't called me, he hasn't responded to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You will just send him, and I'd do it a direct letter there and CC it to us. Because I think the thing of it is, that's something we put a lot of time and effort into. And I don't know what's gonna happen if we switch out and the end of the year gets here, and then we're still in limbo. I'd like to get that one closed out.
Yeah, I'll probably just resend what I'd sent him, but yeah.
Yeah, just like, I just can't understand him not coming back, because he was very adamant about getting
Is
it
he
taken
still
care of.
employed?
I don't know. Maybe there's a
I mean, you
problem.
don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, really, seriously. So, yeah, if you could get that done, that's the only thing that I saw was pending, and it's been kind of dragging out there. And that way we can see where we stand and what's going on with it. Okay, anything else? We need to pay any bills? Got any requests in? Anything that anybody can think of? Okay, so at this point, we are closing this meeting.